everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Jags lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Texans, who will need to be stout up front.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bortles now on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing now is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watson on 1st down. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks around the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
And the slot man goes in motion left. Fournette, a first down carry. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Let's go, G. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. 56.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A first down carry now for Miller. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Third down and 4. Bortles now to throw. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on second is Watson. Gets it to Strong. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, here's Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down, it's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The slot man in motion right. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now he's forced out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Z.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Z. Here we go. Blue 45.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Flushed out right. Looking long for Westbrook. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Go.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get out.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go! Ohio!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Come on, let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round!
Here's Watson now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles going to throw. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Jones on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right there at the 43. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! Ohio!
Watson now to throw on second down. Setting up the screen for Miller. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
fresh set of downs here. Here's a give to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Watson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go now.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He finds Hearns left side. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Left. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Black 58. Here we go now. Green 90.
Bortles to throw on second down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten tall.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go now.
Bortles now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On second down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tilden Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Jacob Shum now, standing just about on his own goal line. Huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Black 58, right! Black 58, right! Green 39.
Bortles now on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Fournette. And some space here. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Bortles now to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
There we go. Green 90.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they take a knee. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12.
Green, 90.
Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jags, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.